declare. We will be starting off with Justice Simon versus Oreo on the new map pool and on the new patch. I am your host, Yakuzaku. With me, of course, as usual, is the, no, Australian Alien is late. The, whatchamacallit?
Wow.
The, not Randy Feltface. Quirky Cass. How we doing today, Quirky?
I mean, it's Quirky by name, Quirky by nature, that's my fucking intro.
Yeah, I thought it was your outro.
Fucking get it right, Yaku!
I'm sorry, Dan.
It's like you can get the number right on the tournament.
Aha!
But yeah, new patch, new maps. It'll be interesting to see whether Demi can hold out. Can hold on to his titanic grip.
Much like Yep, much like how a shark never lets go. No wait, that's crocodiles. Shit.
Yeah, we're not making Demi a croc now. Sorry, the shark.
What if you combine the two, though? What if there was some kind of... Imagine this, some kind of crocodile, right? That could go into salt water.
Yes, it's called a saltwater crocodile. And it's way more dangerous than this freshwater crocodile. And bigger.
Yes, but...
Hmm? I'm waiting.
Yes, but...
Yeah, but...
Yes, but...
I'm waiting for you to say the but!
Why? What do you want with my butt?
Oh my god. I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna slap you so hard.
Alright, I'm gonna get started into Nightshade L... What? Just gonna... Alright, we are gonna go on to Nightshade LE. I do like the preview screenshots here to tell you...
Yes! Black. Completely black.
Black! Like Nightshade! No, wait, Nightshade is purple. But why is it called Night?
I don't know. Why is it though?
That's a good question. I think it's because they used to be a lot taller, right? During the Cretaceous era. And they would shade you from the moon. But then now they're kind of small.
Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, on to the deadliest map of the map pool, Nightshade, the most poisonous thing you could ever consume, except for Yaku's cooking.
Just the same, best left this map though.
And spawning in the top left, as Ori discovers whether it's sarcasm or not. The Blue Protoss, representing Alpha X, the sister clan of the Cranky Ducklings and the nation of Vietnam. Give it up for Justice Simon. Did you set up casting tool?
Yep. Oh, I didn't update.
And spawning in the bottom right, the Red Zerg. Representing Doubtful Gaming and Australia, this is Oreo.
Beautiful map, just as Simon says, although I can't actually tell if he's continuing the charade of sarcasm or not.
It's very hard to tell.
that it can be sometimes. Gotta enunciate. A little bit harder to do that through text, although I'm told that there are ways.
I remember in the late 90s they were trying to introduce a sarcasm mark
What?
at the end of text. Yeah, like a...
You mean like a /s that some people do who are idiots?
No, yeah. So it was like a mark. I can't remember what it was.
Was it like one of those S's that you find people would scribble on their notebooks in school?
No. That's just because we were degenerates. I need to find it.
Alright, speaking of finding it, Justice Simon finds just about everything he needs to find from Oreo. That's why you see that it is a, what's it called, hatch first. Go into a quick little 3 hatch. Now I'm excited for this.
It's gotta be Robo.
Yeah. Robo
Now,
first.
The thing is with PDZs, it's more viable to actually go air toss now really early, and then try and build up to that golden armada later because of those infested nerfs. No more infested Terrans.
I can imagine.
They can pop up microbial shroud is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've heard a lot of Zerg players aren't too happy with microbial shroud.
I mean, if you make it like an aerial blinding cloud, that'd be great.
Yeah, I can see potential for that, definitely.
But anyway, yeah, it just seems to be pretty standard macro right now. Overlord speed is done. You have Oreo checking to see what's going to be going on. Does see that it is a Robo first from Simon.
Yep, no suspicious behavior at all. I do have to wonder how much the new patch is going to influence these their playstyles. Because you gotta wonder, it's, you know, fresh new season. There's gotta be something, some kind of build that's just waiting to be discovered.
Oh, I can tell you it's not Nidus. Not
What if
Nidus
it's double Nidus?
Oh my god.
That would cool down nerf, no.
No. But it's gonna be the immortal, whatchamacallit? Immortal Warp Prism harassment while taking a third here from Simon. So gonna be looking to get a bit of pressure on, maybe have a warp in of some Zealots or Adepts. That's another thing. The new charge as well. Like, you have that coming for against Zerg. You can't really...
I was told not to, what's it called?
Yeah?
I was told to, yeah, I mean, the new charge change, that's something.
Yes.
What is also something is Oreo's getting ready for go in with these lings as well. But interesting thing is he's actually making more lings off the back of this instead of more, what's it called, roaches.
Well, he sees that it's just Adepts at the moment and not really anything too much that he needs to worry about.
Yep, that is
because he has got that one Ravager to bile down. Does force the Warp Prism back, but Simon should handle this. But does get the links onto the high ground and forces a pickup.
And
actually get the castle
does.
on the third. Oh, but does sneak in.
That he does. Corrosive Biles as well, coming down to rain damage from the sky. These Immortals are definitely what he needs to use right now against these roaches, but they are starting to get whittled down. More and more Zerglings will start to go in, and now he's forced to pull the probes. This looks like it's going to be the end right now for our Vietnamese Protoss player. GG.
Oh, yeah. With nice Kukaracha timing. Able to keep it a nice, short, simple game. Able to get through. Hey, Suko!
Hey,
Subscribing.
Osu.
So,
That would be our number 1
bubs.
finish only 3 months? Nah, that can't be right.
23 months, I said.
23 months, there we go. Only 3 months though?
Yeah.
I'm just annoyed. I'm just annoyed with myself now because what's it called? Light asked for score reports, and the thing is whatchamacallit. I have my dash. Whatchamacallit.
Dash.
Yeah, I have my dash
Hyphen.
bound to hyphen. I have it bound to casting tool.
Oh.
And yeah. That whatchamacallit. So I just had the trumpet playing. It took me out. It took me out for a while. And I had to just sit there thinking, wait.
Wow. I can't talk. Wow.
Wow!
Wow.
Wow! What a bonsai!
What? That's
Yeah.
Japanese.
Yeah! Look at that bonsai!
Bonza.
But no, that's offensive.
Have a bonza of a day. Bonsai. It's Japanese phrase for heroic.
Yeah.
Bonza, B-O-N-Z-A,
Uh-huh.
is Australian slang for like good or great.
Yes. And so where does the conbi come into this?
The what?
Where does the fried up conbi play into this?
Wait. That comes in like 20 years later, I think.
Ah. We all got lobby bug, didn't we?
I didn't.
Whew. Get me going there for a sec.
Yeah, I got lobby bugged.
Alright, Triton will be our next map. That will be Justice Simon's choice. I'm still unable to decipher if he was being sarcastic or not earlier. So, I mean, both of them were saying a lot of new maps. They're pretty.
Yeah. Except for Triton. Triton's just a bit,
I mean, it's very well, not monochrome, but it's very sort of gray and white kind of style, which we've had a lot for quite a couple of seasons. Even the more colorful maps just had big patches where it was like black or gray. But now we're actually starting. The layouts are very polarizing, I will say, but aesthetically, we're getting some color back.
yeah, especially with like maps like Zen. Bring back Redshift. Need that.
Do we know? Well, it is one of the few maps for Gangnam Terran, so that is a thing. Bring back Eastwatch by the Sea, LE.
Eastwatch. Oh, yep. And Blue Shift, Cerulean Falls, King Sejong Station.
Let's just make our own lobby. Lobby?
Proxima
No.
Station.
Map pool.
Wait, is he?
What? Yeah, Proxima Station.
Yeah.
Yeah, that map. I remember that map. I have memory. Yeah, that map. There are a lot of station maps, man.
Yeah. Habitation station.
Funny research statement. Statement? Shit.
Both players are ready. Start the match. Yaku, fire up the match!
Oi, oi, Captain! Do you ever notice how the music tends to ramp up as we load into the game? Well, not like load into the game, but as like, you know, the lobby gets ready to transition to game.
Mm-hmm.
That might not be true, by the way. It's just something I noticed now.
Goodness, why you do this to me? Welcome everybody to Triton LE, where the King of the Sea tries to reclaim his throne from Ursula the Sea Witch, as has one of his daughters betrayed him by signing a voice over to try and get some dick.
Kids these days.
Alright. And spawning in the bottom right, the Blue Zerg, representing Downfall Gaming and the nation of Australia. This is Oreo.
Not to be confused with Aurea.
And spawning in the top left, the Red Protoss, representing Alpha Exorcist Clan of the CranKy Ducklings and the nation of Vietnam. This is Justice Simon.
Not to be confused with, Just Ask Simon. There we go.
Wow.
Wow, indeed is the name. New patch, new map pool, but same old map. It's really to be expected, I suppose. I don't know why I'm trying to make a... I don't know why I'm trying to make a discussion point out of this, but... I'll tell you why, it's because it's the start of the game.
Yeah, but nothing's happening. Nexus before court, coming in from Simon. But yeah, so going back to the map intro. That is pretty much the plot of Little Mermaid. This king trying to take back his throne because his daughter wanted some dick but couldn't because she had a fish tail. So
why couldn't it be the other kind with the fish at the top and the lady at the bottom?
Yeah, disgusting that would actually be.
I don't know. You could like season it. And it will be that what's it called? That composition that we were talking about earlier. You were talking about earlier. From Justice Simon.
Oh yeah, that's okay. That could also potentially be the 3 Oracle build, or
it can
build
be.
We saw what's his face use.
The Stat Sword build, as I like to call it, and he is rallying it to the middle of the map, so it very well could be. It is still, well, they did change how... There was a bug with beams, wasn't there? That they... Yeah, so I have a feeling that Oracles might not be quite as potent as they used to be. It will be a Phoenix first from Justice Simon.
Could be Mass Phoenix.
That it could be. You know, some people were saying with the new Zealots, Phoenixes might actually be what you want to get.
Great anti-air. You have to see what the second choice is. It's going to be another Phoenix, so it is going to be a bit of Mass Phoenix play.
Yep, I want to call this an old school type of build, but to be fair, it's not that old. It's definitely something which is reliable, though, throughout all of the patches. It's a simple sort of build where if you follow the formula, if you're able to check the boxes, you can absolutely snowball it into the late game.
But Oreo already has sports in his mineral line, so it shouldn't be too difficult for him to defend this if they do go for the workers. Whether this is just for an army composition.
Yeah, indeed. You cannot lift spore crawlers. They're independent. They don't need no phoenix to lift them. They can lift themselves up the ground.
Yeah, that's true. They got their own tiny little spindly legs. But that's another good thing about Mass Phoenix is you can pick off overlords.
That you can.
Pick up some drones as they transfer.
That you also can.
Little count needs to pretty much be short-lived. But now we have the Twilight Council and Robo and Forge as well. Being almost done.
All right, this is There's gonna be a transition into some kind of ground-based army. With the amount of sentries that Justice Simon is getting, it might be a, whatchamacallit, Stalker Immortal type of push. It's actually going to be Zealots, and we were saying Zealots work pretty well with Phoenixes now. As these Phoenixes hunt in a pack, they scout the lair.
If you have been paying attention, you could picked off a drone. But, there's no queen here. It's just a spore crawler.
There isn't, but that's a lot of queens. All of them going to flank these phoenixes, but they do manage to make it out alive. Oreo, meanwhile, prepping for a counterattack with his lings. He realizes that there can't be much of a ground army for Justice Simon. He is in that sort of transitionary phase, grabbing his, what's it called? High Templar Archive as well. And this is his moment to pounce. Pouncing straight up in the Nexus. Realizes that the Adepts aren't really very good right now. But there is some very good forces come down. Yep, absolutely. Phoenixes again coming in to look threatening. I mean, they could also pick off the Lings, but mostly it's for the moral effect. Hydra Ling Bane gonna come out from Oreo. I feel like that's something that we actually haven't seen a lot of in the previous patch, and I think it's making a little bit of a comeback, especially with the lurker changes.
Yeah, it's pretty much the lurker changes that are changing that, because especially with that sort of army composition that Simon has gone for, if you get enough Hydras, it's not going to be enough Phoenixes to fix them all up. But
it will not. Alright, manages to micro the injured Phoenixes away. Could have been really terrible. Manages to pick off. Oh, no, actually doesn't. Did he lose a Phoenix there? I can't tell. No, he didn't. He whatchamacallit? Yeah. He broke the Graviton so he could back away. A smart choice.
But yeah, you could also see, but Simon has already tried and get the counter for that. He's already got the Templar Archives, so when he sees that it's mass Hydra, Lingbane Hydra Lurker, he can get those storms, get that area effect in place.
Oh, I don't think he realizes what he's up against though right now. He has not researched Storm so far, and he's going straight for Archons. They are still pretty good for splash damage, especially against Mass Lingbane. But against Hydras in particular, you definitely need some Zealots to buffer.
Well, at the moment, it just seems to be Lingbane Hydra. It hasn't gone for the Lurker Den at all. Waiting for those upgrades to kick in. I think he's got the range. No, he's just went for the speed.
There we go.
But Mass Hydra
look
against
at his fast boys.
Zealot?
Yeah, I don't know who I call in that case. I suppose it'd be up to surface area. A lot of these Banelings are definitely going to tip the favor in. Yeah, what I'm saying. Tip the scales in the favor of Oreo though, but these Graviton Beams will even it out.
Yeah, but another round of Hydras are going to be coming in. The Immortal's doing work on that fourth base, but here comes. Oh, but look at that Spore Crawler. The Phoenixes are already getting to such a low health.
That they
now with the reinforcements, can he pick off that last Immortal?
He does.
Oh, and the Phoenixes are all gone, but look at this Charge Lot War bid. Looking to attack that third.
Indeed he is. He has to be worried about his own third row right now. That's a lot of Banelings.
18.
Massive oof. Alright, High Templar are going to be coming out right now for defense from Justice Simon. Meanwhile, these Zealots are starting to back away, and it does actually force Oreo back, only leaving these Banelings to crash into these Archons. No, there's a little bit of a hole, and two of them do get through. Could have been much worse, though. It actually makes it out with most of his workers, and takes out the same amount from his opponent.
Yeah, even more.
Even more, yeah.
Yeah, and now look that even on worker supply, but Oreo
Not
has
even
that
arms,
better
yeah.
army.
An army, though.
Well, it's Zerg.
That
Oh, those
indeed it
Tootlings
is.
running around may have just given away Oreo's position. And there's not enough army here. Storm is almost about to finish, 14 seconds away.
But even then, he'd still have to wait for his energy.
Those High Templars got warped in, I feel. Oh, no, yeah, he has. A couple of seconds, but that one Baneling, he needs sentries with this.
That he absolutely
those High
does. He's
Templar!
trying to bait, he's trying to bait the Banelings into Immortals, but Oreo is not taking it. All of these DPS units are out, and GG. Can you load, please? Thank you. Oreo gonna be taking that first match, facing the winner of Beastork and Azure in our next round. In the next round. Can you stop sizing yourself challenge?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, okay. I am sorry.
Well, in that case, if you are watching, don't forget to use the !Matcherino for link to our Matcherino page and use the code GPO12 to add $1 to the prize pool.
At no cost of your own, we should say now.
At no cost of your own, unless you will feel like you want to contribute some.
There we go. We got to break last week's record. Come on, let's go. I'm not gonna use any of my own money. You kidding me? But if we have any Saudi viewers,
some Saudi princes, if you're watching this. Yeah, I think we're just waiting on other matches to finish here.
That does seem to be the case. Man, Oreo, that's probably the best I've seen him play in a long time.
I don't know if it's a new patch, or I think it was more just Justice Simon overcommitted with that attack on the 4th. And
that
just
could be
didn't realize how much damage those Hydras were doing, especially after he lost all the Phoenixes. If he kept some of those alive, he may have been able to pick off like some of those Banelings to not crash onto the High Templar, maybe. But I think overall, yeah, it was just Justice Simon just being impatient for a bit. But yeah, he did look so good. He had the Kukaracha timing down perfect. I wouldn't say perfectly, it was a bit
right. Yes.
To our one true guide.
But he did realize his situation pretty quickly. He adapted pretty seamlessly with that, going into more and more Lings to face the Immortals rather than more Roaches. And I want to point out, in that last game, he had 510 APM. So...
Average APM.
Average APM, yeah. So there were 2 seconds where he just went to like 9,000, and then another 2 seconds where he just literally did nothing. Hands off the keyboard. That's how averages work, I think. Maybe, I'm not actually sure. What is average? One day I hope to get up there instead of my current position.
510 APM.
Average.
Jeez. That's
I was trying to make a joke about how I'm not even at average.
Neither am I.
Can it really be a joke then? By the way, speaking of the new patch, it's new.
Yeah. It's a new patch, yes. Very well observed there, Yakuzaku.
Yeah. Tis new. But it's still pretty exciting. We're still kind of at the stage of the game where, at the stage of the patch where
people are still experimenting and...
Yep. People are still adapting, people are still trying to decide, maybe this build is outdated now, maybe it can still work. This is no longer the time for theory crafting, no longer the time for the think tanks over in Washington to, whatchamacallit, put the strings together. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
This is a time for Discovery Channel.
Discovery Channel.
Yeah,
You
it's
and
the time.
me, baby, ain't nothing but trouble, so let's do it, let me do it. Do it again now. Yeah. I'd take a quick break because I think it's going to be a bit before we find out.
Might be. I don't know. I don't like taking the breaks if we aren't in control of how long it's gonna be. But we can. Oh yes, Light is telling me we need to talk about the Vietnam Team League now. Heroes of God have had quite a lot of logistical issues, shall we say, being forced to walk over quite a couple of times. So despite that, still, when their players who were committed to the game showed up, they showed up, man, and they absolutely showed. They made it all the way to the grand finals. However, Hong Kong All-Stars, man, they're called the All-Stars for a reason. In particular because they have Mio Micah, the #1 Hong Kong player.
Beastalk. Yeah, Beastalk in there as well.
That they do Beastalk and Go-Go Joey, who Beastalk is a player right now. Go-Go Joey, you gotta step it up, man. Gotta step it up a little bit. Roddy endorses you as the #1 player in Hong Kong, but Beastalk, he's gonna show us. He's gonna show us what he's got. And Go-Go Joey, you've got to show us what you've got. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab something to drink. You keep talking about BTO.
Hydrate your hydras, as we were. Anyway, as we were saying. But yeah, Heroes of God, they had a couple of logistical issues, but they stuck it out up until the grand finals. However, they did play one game, and in that one game, Hong Kong All-Stars did win pretty handily. It was very unfortunate because Heroes of God, they had to give up the rookie match, they had to give up their, what's it called? Round of 4 or 4th round match, and it kind of hung onto Ranger for a while of it. That's to basically beat Mio Micah in the first round, just to guarantee that they could play the ace match, and that's an insane amount of pressure, I gotta say. Knowing that not only are you playing Mio Micah, but knowing that, you know, it all kind of hinges on you. And it did affect display a little bit, which again, unfortunate. And what's even more unfortunate is that on Friday, Heroes of God had to give up the walkover as well. So Hong Kong All-Stars, they were kind of expected to win the whole thing, but yeah, they won it in the end. But that's it's just about how it went. Heroes of God being forced to walk over the finals to Hong Kong All-Stars. And they are VTL Season 6 champion. Speaking of the VTL, we will also be having the Season 7 of Vietnam Team League happening in January. And that's going to be a season of a lot of changes, let me tell you. Chat, for instance, has been thinking about the rookie match, which we alluded to earlier. That Heroes of God had to forfeit towards the end of the season because their one rookie player got promoted out of Gold League into Platinum League. Now there are some talks thinking about increasing that up until, even Masters 3 League. So the rookie match will still happen, but it will be a little bit different than what it once was. It's still a little bit of up in the air, a little bit as to where the cutoff point will be, but it will be a higher league. Oh, maybe I can play in there. No, probably not. Ranger, who, as we talked about a little bit earlier, who was absolutely the MVP of Heroes of God, I would say, throughout the entire season, is actually talks with his team, Mate Hexa, for trying to arrange a Malaysian / Singaporean team. That maybe Claire can play in that, dude. Claire in VTL, imagine that. But that will be something to look forward to if it happens or not. They're also just expanding the teams quite a little bit. There will also be a Filipino team, which is mostly Filipino. And
I'm back.
Hey, how we doing? And I should say that even though we are talking about, you know, Malaysian / Singaporean teams, Filipino teams, Thai teams and whatnot, I don't believe there actually isn't a hard region lock on the VTL. Now, there are quite a bit of factors. For instance, you have to play on either Asia or C server, and you have to show up at a certain time on each day in order to play the match, and those are favored towards the more East Asia / Oceania / C region. But there actually isn't any hard rules banning people from certain regions of playing. So it mostly comes down to, which is why we got to see Control, for instance, from Korea come in and play for VK. So I suppose I might say that if anybody actually is interested, I actually don't know any info. But there might be people to talk to. Just speak to Control, #1 hype man Korea. He can probably point you in the right direction.
I just realized he is the #1 hype man in Korea.
Yeah, always retweeting stuff StarCraft related,
Yeah.
always commenting. And whatnot. I always just love whenever I will always say, what is quintessential Control? Terran player, in case that context is desired by anyone. What is quintessential Control is when
Just
what's
like
his name?
tweets.
Gemini. Posted a video of during the PTR of the new Zealot speed. He was like, dude, these are actually insane. These are fast. And Control had one reply. It was only 2 letters. Oh. It's just, oh. Quintessential Control.
Blizzard fucked up.
It's like, oh. Oh no. Alright, we might have another game to cast right now. Pogo and Pegasus, who I may have accidentally read as Pepega, have come out of their game.
To see if they're still in the series.
Alright, they will still be in the series. It's about to start game 2.
BC. B Singapore.
Alright.
Wait,
Wait, BC? Oh, right. I did not notice. Right, okay. Ephemeron will be the next map. And it will be on C, currently with currently with Pogo. Pogo? Is that? Yeah, Pogo.
Yeah.
Up 1
Pogo.
in... Pogo? Pogo. PogChamp? PogChamp.
I don't know. PogChamp. God damn it, Bill. I mean, you're...
God damn it, Milk. I checked!
He checked.
I actually can't
I mean,
see
welcome
what
to
he...
join us.
I actually
Maybe.
can't see. I actually can't see what he typed initially because I don't, because it's cut off. A little
It's
bit.
like he. I was honestly about to jump into the voice call, then thought to myself, I should probably check if there is a stream.
Uh-huh. And, well, you are welcome to join us as a caster.
Mm.
What team are these players? Borgosu or Pogo.
And I think Pegasus is teamless at the moment.
Righto. Gosu search. Not Born Gosu Underground. Shall be Born Gosu. Downfall logo.
Let's resurrect Milk's casting career. No, he'll only cast with light. But not light.
Yeah, he'll only cast with light. Hashtag OTP. Alright, that's a casting tool. Yeah. Alright, Pogo is ready. Pegasus is ready. We shall go in to this best of 3 series, possibly the final game. By the way, updates, Beastork has defeated Baddie Azure 2-1, and will go up to face Oreo. Azure, meanwhile, going down to the lower bracket to face Justice Simon.
Oh, that would be a good match.
That it would. You know, I was almost tempted to start with Beastork versus Azure, but then I thought, you know what, we haven't casted Oreo in a while. So let's go with that. And it did pay off. Oreo definitely, I would say, playing about as best as we saw in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I ended that sentence like that.
Oh, speaking of ending sentences like that, welcome to Ephemeron, or FM Aaron, as Yaku likes to call it, because he is slightly special.
Is our next
He's
map.
our special little duckling.
Kuro, Ephemeron is our map.
And spotting in the bottom right, the yellow Terran, representing Bongosu. And the nation of Australia, give it up for Pogo!
Fuck, champ.
And spawning up in the top left, the Green Zerg. Currently teamless at the moment. But if you're lucky, you should probably send it up to your clan. Representing the nation of Myanmar or / Burma, this is Pegasus.
Epega, champ. That's a nice trophy. It's StarCraft 2 logo. It's not any unit. Particular unit.
I wonder where that's from. Like, what season?
It would be the current season. But it's definitely been used before. I haven't got one, but I kind of wish I do now, which is why I should do the... but auto tournaments are so bad, though. They're only once every 2 hours, and it's only best of ones. Nobody said that getting a trophy was gonna be easy. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But are you?
Well, at the moment, we are seeing that it's quite standard macro from both players. Reaper Expand coming in from Pogo. Or getting the Orbital. Gotta scout with the SCV first, and then the Reaper's gonna come in and try to see if he can get any damage done, possibly delay the
wants to make sure that it is not a 12 pool.
Yeah, 12 pool against a Terran's not the greatest.
Indeed, it is not. But knowing is half the knowledge. The other half is winning.
Yeah. Half half is execution based, I would like to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just have knowledge for it. Speaking of knowledge.
Reaper gonna get alive.
Yep, speaking of knowledge, that Reaper definitely has a decent amount of it, or at least knowledge of Pegasus's main base. Hasn't gone behind the mineral line or anything, but I think he should suspect by now there really isn't anything too sneaky coming out of his Zerg opponent.
They're going to be taking that third base relatively quickly. Oh, keep sniped. Oh, but nice round on the Lings. And now the Queen's slowing down.
That's a bit of an oof. The Queen is going places. It's not getting not going to get there anytime soon, but it's going places.
Huh. Okay, there we go. I was like thinking it's a 1-1-1, but he didn't move the factory onto the reactor.
No, he has.
But he's getting a quick third here. I actually like this because he knows his opponent's being a bit passive at the moment. He's not forcing anything with his Lings.
Yep, I think that is... Pardon me? Kind of the tip-off is knowing just how many Lings your opponent has and what are they going to do with it. The other part is drones.
Pegasus actually won the WSG qualifiers for Myanmar, so I think he might be going to the APAC LAN in Malaysia.
There we go, that he might. First he's got to win the Grand Platypus Open.
We also have Demi, who won the Indian WSG qualifiers. Yeah.
Is that just India, or is that South Asia / West Asia?
Oh, it might have been South Asia.
Yeah, because
still, he qualified.
Yeah, WSG is kind of weird with their regions. Like this year they changed it a bunch so that Israel is part of Eastern Europe, or not Eastern Europe, sorry, Southern Europe. And Southern Europe, which was previously Italy, Spain, that sort of Mediterranean region, is now basically the Balkans. Italy has its own thing, I believe, now, or it's lumped in with Central Europe.
I think it's lumped in with Central Europe, I have to check. But a nice swing run by Hip might cancel the third, does force the lift off. There's only Marines here for Pogo, but does bring back the Hellions to help defend.
That he does, and Pogo, I should say, has not been getting too much done with his Hellions on the other side of the map either. In fact, it kind of forced Pegasus's hand here. That being said, though, Pegasus is losing his Lings down to them.
But he is making more Banelings and Lings, and now going to the Hydralisk Den, getting Burrow and Ling speed as well. Bane speed as well. Actually, I think he might be looking to go for some borrowed Ling play, maybe with some lurkers as well, because there's no tanks currently out at the moment. It's just
borrowed Ling play. That will be something to see for sure. I think it might just go for the Baneling mine. So, not you, Bixby. I swear to God. Shaking my head. Pegasus, meanwhile, okay, he's getting his fourth. I was gonna say, if this game goes on for a while longer and he's still on 3 bases, this will be a little bit worrying for Pegasus. What will also be worrying for Pegasus is this push into his base. He does see it with this Overseer. Now he is getting ready. Baneling speed should just about finish when this hits, but without any large amount of Lings, there really isn't much here to try to trap these Marines.
Oh, he's going to be going for a wraparound play here, it seems.
That he indeed might. There isn't too much potential here in terms of retreat other than a hot pickup.
Such a lot of Banes.
Yeah. Tries to split, but actually, distracted for a single second as these Banelings do crash into the Bioforce. And now they're just gonna go home free. As far as the wind blows, there is nothing here in the bunker. Pegasus here being a little bit unsure about where he wants to go, but does find an opening in the end. Pogo, though, with a lot of bio in a choke point.
The tanks!
But they are a choke point, though. Yeah, the tank will be the saving grace of this army. Loses 8 SCVs and a mule. Not the end of the world by any means for Pogo, but not damage that he was looking to take.
Yeah, and it's still not... Okay, now he's starting to get Hydras. Not getting the Lucky Den, so he is going Lingbane Hydra for this.
Well, he is now.
Not utilizing the Burrow for the potential that it could have been. I think it may have been a misclick. Now getting the Lucky Den.
Potential for Burrow, though?
Yeah, there is.
Is there, though?
Especially with this active army, you can use them as spotters.
I suppose so.
Not just for your overlords, as now we're getting a multi-pronged drop from Pogo.
That we are part of the army going straight to natural, whereas the rest of them will attack this sort of fringe base of Pegasus. Pegasus is starting to get defended up over there and pulls back his forces over here into his natural. Pogo forced to pick up and go back in. Does get a very nice scout with this drop as well. And meanwhile, these spine crawls aren't complete yet in the 4th base. Going to be damaged right here. Even outright cancelled. And a quick little pickup in the main. Pogo, while he did get... Well, his initial push was repelled, and he was forced all the way back, is starting to recover very, very quickly and deal a couple of blows of his own.
He's still dropping in that main. And now the Marines are getting surrounded by...
Oh, the Banelings sort of go in, but the drones... They do open up in the end.
I was gonna say Pogo didn't get the necessary economic damage he was looking for. He did get the information that he needed to see what the next step that Pegasus was going for. And now we can see that now Pogo's transitioning into those tanks for those lurkers. 6 lurkers on the way here. And now Pogo also starting to get that hive up, so he can start researching Adaptor Talons, getting the Seismic Spines as well. I know as soon as he's gonna try and borrow the lurkers, I'm guessing he's gonna borrow his whole army.
That will be something to see.
But this push now from Pogo is really decent. A nice scans onto those lurkers. Lurkers in the front, not borrowing now, just borrowing.
And a couple more
yeah,
to
but
survive.
the leads can just jump onto those tanks, but there's so much reinforcement fire here.
That they are, even with the scans, Pogo is a bit reluctant to move in here.
Oh, he should.
But now he's going straight in. He realizes, he realizes how low his opponent's army supply is, and now he's just gonna go straight in. Gonna be attacking these fringe bases, getting the reinforcements before they can go in. Very fantastic siege line over here. Such a good position right now for Pogo. And now these Lingbane, they're trying to find an opening here where they can pounce in and get the maximum amount of damage, but they just aren't finding it. As Pogo just kites back. That he does.
He keeps using the Banelings on the tanks. That's not what you needed right now. But can pick off
he kind of had to at that point. He kind of had to at that point. Pogo had a very hot pickup over there. And now even losing one of those medevacs, he is still fine. He has a valuable medevac still up. And he's gearing up for his second push. Already killed the 5th base. That was enough damage, I would say.
And look at this reinforcement from Pogo. Sure, it's only 2 tanks, but that massive amount of fire is gonna do so much for you.
Absolutely will, especially with these Marauders. Now, Marauders, there's a little point in the early to mid game where Marauders basically don't do anything. But as the game goes on, it doesn't really matter what your Zerg opponent composition goes for. Marauders, just with concussive shells, will get damage. Or will add value. They will do damage because Marauders just don't do any damage to non-armored units. But they have value. Like, say, making sure that Queens cannot escape. Unless you decide that they're allowed to escape. Pegasus poking forward a little bit, seeing if he can really do anything. Not so much. Not with those tanks out. Does have a Viper now, and that's going to be the main deciding factor as he cleans out some of the bio here as well.
Blinding clouds as well.
Yep, he's only has one Viper though, and that's a lot of Marines. He has to be very careful not to lose it.
Oh, nice blinding cloud on those 2 tanks.
Indeed it does, but a very nice hot pickup as well from Pogo. As more and more reinforcements actually just wait in the middle of the map. I think Pogo might have disabled his F2 key or something. Or maybe he just hasn't used it yet. Is focused right now on multi-pronging. As this offensive here is being cleaned out by Pegasus, this drop here from Pogo is getting some damage done.
Yeah, but he's not scanning, and that lurker is getting some value. Right now he scans, and that lurker will go down. Hashtag cast a curse. And I think Pogo has just stretched Pegasus to his limit, and GG is going to be called.
Pogo takes it series 2-0.
Now, do we want to keep on following Pogo? Because he will be going up against Demi next.
Well, I do believe that Oreo and Beastroke are in their game, so we may as well.
Yeah.
Updates, by the way. Yeah.
Winning over Justice Simon.
That he did 1-0. That would have definitely been a game to watch. But alas, we will never know what happened unless you are a subscriber to the CranKy Ducklings channel, and thus you will get access to the replays. Confirm the servers. Our first map of round 2 within this best of 3 series will be Zen. I think it's weird because they call the map Zen, but it elicits a lot of emotions that are very un-Zen from some players.
From Steel.
From Steel, yeah.
Constantly as he tries to do the Zen intro.
Yeah. From Steel mostly. Also from our most recent Master Swan champion, what's his name? Volticus.
Yeah.
How did I forget that? Zen is definitely probably the most polarizing map of the map pool right now. It's not hard to see why. It's aesthetically it is beautiful, but in addition to having a very exposed third base, it also has those sort of mineral walls, but not quite mineral walls.
Mineral wall blockers.
Yeah, it's not quite World Sleepers.
Mineral choke points.
Yeah. I've yet to see anybody so far mine out those choke points, but again, the season is young.
And looks like we're going to be playing all games on odds.
Ooh. Ping is fine today, is what Debbie says. Again, I am still confused as to... Maybe they're just using a different VPN as to how these work, because they do say that, oh yeah, when I VPN to the country that the server is in, I actually get lower ping, but I'm like, I try to do that to Europe and I get twice the amount of ping.
That's fair enough.
I've set up the Luby.
The Luby.
The Luby.
I've set up the Luby! Come join!
What are you doing? You need to set the Luby.
You should probably swap Davey and Poogie around.
That's way better than the... That's way better than the... what I had in mind. I was gonna be like, oh yeah, it's Luby. It's like the Louvre, but not... I wonder how Scottish people pronounce that. Hey, we went to the Louvre, right by the Luby.
Hey, we went to the Louvre. We went to the Louvre. It was really great. Aye.
Vault underscore IRL.
Vault underscore IRL.
Yeah, Yeah, underscore is important. Alright, Pogo is ready. Now, unlike Nightshade, which has the screenshots that match its, whatchamacallit? What's it? That match its name, there we go. Not match a Reno. It matches its name. What was I going in? Ah, forget it, whatever.
I don't know.
You know what I realized about Zen as well? That S in the center, or I guess it's meant, no, it's definitely not a Z, that's an S. It looks like those, yeah, it's definitely an S. It looks like those, the type that you find in like a notebook in a 90s high school, or middle school, or elementary school.
Yeah, it does. But it doesn't have like the connecting things or the... But speaking of being connected, welcome everybody as we impose a state of Zen upon the cast. And we have spawning in the bottom left, the Yellow Terran. Representing Born Gosu. This is Pogo. And spawning in the top right, the Red Zerg and the 11-time GPO champion. The Shark himself, representing OSC and the nation of India. It's Demi.
Yeah, it's gonna be the representative of the... Wait, that's ASMR, that's not Zen. Or maybe Zen is ASMR. Dude. I was just gonna say, for the longest time, I thought that that fancy S was the Subaru logo.
What's the what?
Subaru logo. And I was like, oh, did people... Yeah. Or Subaru, however you pronounce it. And I was like, oh, did people just buy a lot of Subarus in the 90s or something?
Yeah. Totally.
Apparently. Yeah, that's how it worked. Speaking of Zen, I wonder how Zen Demi has got to feel when knowing that his ping to Australia is pretty good.
Pretty Zen.
Yes, indeed. I'm just imagining now a shark in like monk robes meditating.
Fish are friends, not food. God, were you even alive when Finding Nemo came out?
Yeah, I was like 3 years old. And I was like, I think that might honestly legit be my first memory in a theater, watching Finding Nemo.
Oh my god. You had Barry Humphries as Bruce the Shark. Eric Banner was in there as the Hammerhead Shark.
Oh, I remembered Hammerhead.
Bro. I never knew my father.
Dude, all this time we were finding Nemo when it really should have been Nemo finding himself.
Whoa, dude.
That's how you get Zen.
Yeah, it's a quick bird actually coming in from Pogo. I think he likes to do this all.
Yeah, I think.
So I guess that economy matches the Zerg at least.
Yep, that's. It's definitely a calculated risk. As we see, he does also like his SCV scouts, just to be doubly sure he can get away with this. I think we're learning. We're like the learning channel.
Not the Discovery Channel this time?
Ah! Now I have to make a choice, oh no! But you know what else I noticed about Pogo is he usually does this sort of Hellion sort of move out without a starport. And then he keeps his Hellions alive, comes on home, and he gets ready for his push with Marine Hellion. Or Marine Medevac Hellion, I should say. I'm basing that entirely off of a single TVZ that we saw him do, but still. Observations. They can be noted. Killer Force Phoenix has just subscribed. I'm not sure how many months that is.
5 months.
5 months. All
Your
quacks.
quacks belong to me.
All of them? All of them? I can tell you something. All of Pogo's base are. Actually, no, they're not saturated yet. Never mind. I was gonna make a joke. Yeah. Demi's is starting to get saturated though. But do you know what they say? The more saturated the base, the crispier the barbecue.
As these Hellions are just looking for a way to get into that mineral line. But, they may be caught out here.
Whatever the path is, they have to go through Queens to get there.
Well, to be fair, you could just loop around, go through the middle, thing of the S.
That is not the Pogo way. Unless it is. He is denying creep a lot, though, which is pretty good. Wastes the Queen's energy, limits the Zerg vision. Because one thing is that now, creep tumors cannot be cancelled as they are morphing. Is morphing the right word in that case?
Well, they're expanding? Question mark?
Yeah? That might be the word, yeah. Speaking of expanding, we can see Demi getting ready to do that, as he is also preparing his signature switch.
Oh.
Move over, Suno.
Today's mutas. And I think Pogo did see that 5th base.
Yep, he should have at least. Yep, he did see that. If not, then he would have at least seen the drone. Did see that though. He did. He did.
And the slip just casually,
yeah, just casually walks into queen shots.
Couple of queens.
Gonna casually siege up as well. Gonna get this queen. Gotta get this queen. Ah, could have gotten the queen. And Sink gets 1 drone. Not quite the damage you want on a single liberator. But
no.
What are these drones saying? Ah, yes, another whatchamacallit, siege up into the main. And he keeps a lib alive this time. So that's definitely that's some value. And he sees the spore. Alright, that's enough value. You're right, get out of here, Demi says to his queen. You've gotten enough value out of this whatchamacallit, liberator. Alright, now that Pogo has seen the Spire, how does he prepare? Well, so far, just going into continuing that marine tank composition that we saw him use so effectively versus Pegasus. We'll be getting another Liberator, and one thing that I think will be interesting is, will he use the Liberators for harass, or will he actually use them against Mutalisk? So far, they're just for harassment. But if you did get
splash damage,
yeah, splash damage is still pretty good. Even if it only tickles the Mutalisk, like 4 Liberators will still bring down a flock of Mutalisk to killable for Marines.
Yeah, see, that's the problem with those mineral line blockers. Everything has to go out single file.
We must be neat and orderly. This is the most British map I've seen, including the bonsais.
Okay, does spot where the Mutalisks are.
Yep, this will be a huge positioning battle right now from our Terran and our Zerg player. We'll have to keep an eye out, both of them really, on where the armies are. No tanks with this army right now, so this is definitely pretty dangerous, if that isn't an understatement.
The meters split off. They get spotted by
and
that.
There is nothing here in the main aside from a single turret. But it does pull Pogo back. And I mean, Demi, he snipes a tech lab. We're gonna have to remake that.
Yeah, sorry, as a Terran player, can you jump on... Do you know that base right next to the main that's separated? Can you jump? Can Reapers go up that wall?
No, they cannot. So wait, hold up. No, they cannot.
Okay.
It's a little bit too it's a little bit too wide. Reaper's got jumps, but they don't have that jumps. Speaking of jumps, Demi decides to just jump on top of this. He realizes how low the tank count is, and he immediately pounces, forcing these Marines into a choke point. All of these Banelings are still alive, and they do crash in, wiping out the Bioforce and the mineral and the SCVs that were mining. Backs away once he kills that planetary. Who lord? And he keeps most of his mutalisks alive. Right now, Pogo, he wants to know if he can pounce on this, but he absolutely cannot. Pulls away, but I think there's just a bit of tinges of regret. Yep, he is trying to split, and he's actually doing a pretty good job, but there are just so many Banelings right now. Even the Thors aren't firing at the mutalisks like they want to. And they evaporate on the Ling of fire. It's gotta be GG. He did mine out that choke point. GG. Alright, we were saying, I haven't seen.
Oh, Oreo 2-0 Beast Dog.
Ooh, Oreo is on an absolute tear today. That was pretty quick, eh?
Yeah.
That's a pretty quick 2-0. And against Beastork, who I would say is the #1 player in Hong Kong. He's contended with Gogo Joey.
Something.
He is in contention with Gogo Joey, and I know Rotterdam definitely endorses Gogo Joey. But Beastork signed up today. Gogo Joey did not yet. Alright, gonna be waiting on our next map. Oh, something interesting to note is that Pogo's MMR is actually 4.3. So he's around mid Diamond 1 rank. Perhaps on his way to Masters 3. That being said though, Demi is 6k around there. He is it's a little bit of a whatchamacallit, mismatch here, but that's why you play in the Grand Platypus Open. For the experience. And
apparently,
the
Reapers can jump that wall.
Oh, can they? Can they?
Ephemeron.
Alright, Ephemeron will be our next map. Kuro. Ephemeron. Ephemeron, Kuro.
Jeez.
Alright, let's get our players in. I will say though, Pogo, he's doing pretty well. Like, holding his own pretty well. I think he's definitely making a couple of questionable decisions. But mechanically, he's not doing a bad job.
Yeah.
Oh, did I? Fuck. I pulled a steal.
Jesus! You pulled a steal.
I pulled a steal.
Ban Yaku from CranKy Duck. Somehow I have the power to ban you from the CranKy Ducklings. Don't know how!
Yeah, you actually do.
Don't know why.
Does. Milk is telling Light that this is how you gotta play. This is why you should play Mutas.
Mutas. It is.
Like, you don't make Lurkers either, let's be real.
Yeah, it makes Lingbane Hydra.
Indeed he does.
Lingbane Hydra Ultra.
And he was a... I gotta say, he was also a late adopter to Lingbane Hydra. Light is the most stubborn player in the clan, I should say. He was like, yeah, in 2016, Dark made Ultras look OP. And so now in 2019, when the mantra is, if you're ahead as Zerg and you want to lose, make Ultras, he's like, nah, dude. Have you seen Dark in 2016? I'm gonna still make Ultras. What I'm saying is, Light, please, make Queens. That's all we ask. It's the only thing we ask for.
Oh, anyway, welcome guys to Ephemeron. Or Ephemeron if you like Yaku, and a very special.
Yeah, Kuro.
Oh my god. Spotting up in the top left, the Blues, representing OSC. And the nation of India, the 11-time GPO champion. Currently teamless, but he's sort of the ambassador for the OSC Elite program now.
Don't know how that works, but yeah.
Yeah, and
You got a sweet deal out of it, though.
The 11-time GPO champion, the unbeatable, it's Debbie.
And that would be the top left of Ephemeron, Kuro. This is what map we're on.
And spotting in the bottom right, the red Terran, representing Bongotsu and Australia. Spam those pog jams for Pogo.
Yeah, that works. Spam these pog champs. I've gone with a doggo. Or pug. No, wait, pog these doggos. I don't know. What is Oreo saying in chat?
Debbie sucks, only 6k, lol, my grandma is 6k.
Lemao. By the way, speaking of 6k, that was about our prize pool last week, or it felt that much.
Oh my god.
That was 6k pesos, though. And if you too would like to maybe one day get us back to that 6k prize pool, Matcherino, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, look, we're casting Sacramento Latino now, so we have to standardize it all. One currency. Exclamation mark Matcherino in the chat, and you can use the code GPO12 at no cost of your own to contribute $1 to the prize pool.
For a maximum of $15.
And that's, you know, and that's saying maximum $15 is in. You can't do it 15 times. You can do it once, but
yes,
it works up until $15. So if 15 people have already done it, then why don't you click on the link anyway, because you can get some information and stuff, and maybe you might not want to use the code. Maybe you want to use your own pocket. That is what we hope you will do. But if you don't, then, you know, that's, you know. But we hope that you will. But if you don't. Alright, gonna be just 3cc once again. And the interesting note is that this time Demi kind of took an early Roach War and that Pogo did not see. Not with his SCV Scout, nor with his Reaper Scout. Or has he seen it? Let me confirm this. He has not seen it.
No, so
this
Demi
could be
looking
deadly.
to go for the Roach, the Roach Ravager timing. Look, he's even skipped Link Speed for this. Gaggle of roaches coming across the map. Hellion, does it spot the roaches?
Ooh, that's the wrong bridge, mate. That's entirely the wrong mate. The wrong bridge. But even if he did, what could he change to defend against this now?
Get Marauder.
Maybe a bunker?
Yeah, he's
Marauder
getting
would be
2
good.
bunkers.
He's getting 2 bunkers. Again, it's pretty good. But I think Demi is just gonna pounce on these SCVs as he pounces on the Marines, as he pounces on the bunker, as he pounces on the Hellion, as he pounces on these SCVs. He's gonna allow Pogo to wall off though. But he is not gonna allow Pogo to keep his SCVs. He's starting to whittle down these forces as Pogo keeps trying to get Hellions. That's the one thing he cannot afford to do, is lift up this factory or he loses his wall. So he's trying to make do as best he can. Everything's burning in front of him. Marauder is out and it tries to kite, but it's not quite gonna be enough. The wall is down.
The wall's not a wall.
Pogo actually not Black Hat yet.
No?
But Sim has been denied. All of the workers are pulled in a final ditch effort. Pretty good.
Let's get this around.
Yeah, that was a pretty good mineral walking. Does manage to get us around and only lost 2 SCVs in that. But I have a feeling that as this goes on, he might lose a couple more. 5 already right now. These Marines, what are you doing, man? You're supposed to protect the SCVs. Those are the worker union contract. Actually, only 7 SCVs now. By only 7 SCVs, that's still pretty oof. That's still pretty damaging. But could have been even worse. This is a Zen map. You gotta take the ups of the down. That's the secret of Zen. Hello, Widowman. Where are you off to this fine day?
I'm off on an adventure!
Oh, that's nice. Will you...
Yes, I'm gonna go kill some stuff.
Oh. Queens do spot this out, and the drones are pulled. That is and the adventure is over. This isn't the Hobbit Adventure Begins. This is Lord of the Rings 3. The adventure is over. No, wait, what? Wait, it was the Hobbit that was the Adventure Begins, right?
Yes.
There we go.
So, where are you off to, Bilbo? I'm going on an adventure!
Hey, I'm going on an adventure, laddie. I'm getting kicked out of my home to be a Pokemon
Hey,
trainer.
these weird dwarves came in all of a sudden and they're like stomping. But I was like, no, you weird dwarves, get out! Somehow I changed to Scottish.
Who you calling a wee dwarf, you hobbit?
Anyway, Pogo's trying to restabilize while Demi's taking his 4th now.
He's doing it. He's doing as well as he could do right now, but he really can't spare the resources to slow Demi down. And as that happens, Demi is just piling on the drones. He's even making 3 more, despite the fact that he's got 79 versus 41. Feels are pretty good though.
Yeah, I mean, that's the Terran way. Middle up.
Yeah.
As I'm transitioning into Terran. This season,
you got it. I don't know why.
Mules.
I don't know why you need any more coaching. You got it, man.
Yeah, mules.
That's it.
I mean, that's why you were stuck on 46 workers for so long, was because of mules.
Yeah. See, that's why you can get away with having low worker supply. That means
I mean,
more army
look at
supply.
Demi's workers. I mean, look at Demi's workers right now. 82 workers.
Yeah.
That's how far ahead he is.
But he doesn't have any mules.
Yeah. That's why he's on 82 workers, because he can't make mules.
But
then why does TY go to... But then why does TY go to 70 workers when he has mules?
Because he needs to have a buffer for when he pulls them.
That is fair enough. Yeah. Mules are out now. Not sure what the response looks to be bio again, but look at the supplies. I'm going to be Todd. Look at the supplies. 177 to 80 to almost 90 right now. Demi is up 60 supply. You can probably make a baneling for each Marine at this moment.
That's a pretty significant difference. If he's still playing it cautious, this is not too bad of a siege line from our Terran player. But again, it just comes down to the fact that early game damage, he has no resources. He can't get more resources, really.
Tries to split, but not really the best he can do. The Muta's diving onto the tank.
Not when there's this much Ling Bane.
Yeah,
big game well played.
GG, well played is going to be called. So it's going to be going through to our lower bracket. They'll be facing off against Azure, a TVT.
Ooh.
A rare occasion here for the Grand Platypus Open.
That it is. That it indeed it very much is. Another rare occasion in the Grand Platypus Open. Demi versus Oreo, the original GPO rivalry.
Let's take a quick look at the bracket. Quick update as well. Beastalk won against Pegasus in the lower bracket, going 1-0 on F. Really? Round 2? Both maps are Ephemera? No,
Yeah.
wait, no, the first... No, it's not. I like... Because round 2 is sad. They switched! Oh, that's quite funny. Well, actually, it's just the lower bracket maps are just the upper bracket maps in reverse. Cool.
Shh, you just exposed the secret.
Oh, shit. Light totally makes it random.
Chooses them all, yeah. Random, yep. Through a selective process.
But should we take a break and cut it in half? Because I think that is about at the moment.
Sure.
It's nice to break up the VOD since we're doing.
Sure. Alright.
Alright, we'll be taking a quick 5-minute break. We can show you a couple of duct tapes, highlights from our cast and our team stream.
That we will. Still deciding
Because
which
you could
one
go.
to show.
Yeah. Because you can go anywhere. Don't forget to hydrate your hydras, stretch your roaches, cover your corruptors, drain your disruptors. And with that, we'll be right back in about 5 minutes or so. Don't go anywhere. Or do go anywhere. I'm not going to find you and break your kneecaps. So that, we will see you in 5 minutes.
He's just jealous that other people have working kneecaps.
He's old.